more could be said about David Bowie. He was an icon. He made the most amazing songs in the world, starred in the most amazing movies in the world, and was just, all in all, a really good musician and a really good songwriter. And, he was just an amazing man. And there's not really much I could say about him. This isn't really like a video about the history of David Bowie. No. This is about something else. Something I never knew existed. When you think of a musical biopic, the first thing you probably think of is Bohemian Rhapsody or Rocket Man, the movies about Freddie Mercury and Elton John. But you would never really think of a David Bowie biopic, would you? And that's because David never wanted a biopic about himself. And if I'm being quite honest, I don't think we ever should have gotten a biopic about David, because why would we? I mean, he was a complex man, but, we don't need a whole, movie about his life. I mean, I feel like his songs express his life in a way, but I don't really know. In today's video, I'll be discussing Stardust, the David Bowie biopic that came out in 2020. So, this is literally under the radar. I'll be discussing the plot, and then I'll be discussing things I didn't like about it. And trust me, there are a lot I didn't like about it. My grammar's weird, but you get the point. I'll admit there are some things I liked, but that's not a big list.
Oh no, not me. I never lost control. Your face took place with the man who sold the world.
Let me start off this video by saying that this movie has a 20% rating on Rotten Tomatoes and a 35% rating on Metacritic. That's not really good for a movie about David Bowie. I just want to say that. So now let's actually start the video, and let me talk to you about the plot of the movie. Unfortunately, I am using Wikipedia as my source, but if you want a full in-depth video of this movie, I would recommend going to Elliot Roberts' channel, because he talked about the whole movie, and honestly, he does a lot better than me. So, yeah, let's just get into the plot of the movie. The description for this movie isn't really that long, so I'm just gonna read it anyway. Singer David Bowie reinvents himself as Ziggy Stardust while touring America to promote his new album, The Man Who Sold the World. That is, literally it, but I can read to you the premise of the movie, so yeah, let's go. The premise of this movie is that the film centers on Bowie's first tour in the US in 1971 and his creation of the Ziggy Stardust persona following his visit, whilst also showing Bowie's origins. Bowie's estate did not approve the film and did not grant rights to use Bowie's music. Instead, Stardust has Bowie performing songs the real Bowie covered during this period, such as I Wish You Would by the Yardbirds and Amsterdam by Jacques Brel. This movie didn't really do so well. James Moderam of the South China Morning Post gave the film 3 out of 5 stars, writing, "If you compare Stardust to Bohemian Rhapsody or Rocket Man, then this David Bowie drama is like a rare groove B-side." Which, man, what a good one. And then, in the NME, Mark Beaumont gave the film 4 out of 5 stars, writing that it worked better as a revelatory road trip movie rather than a biopic. He felt the lack of Bowie's music robs the film of the sense that Bowie's glowing talent was being criminally ignored. And then Marjorie Baumgarten of the Austin Chronicle wrote, "Even though Stardust is not coded in gossamer," I don't know what that means, "the film still has some glittery moments." Yeah, and like I said before, on Rotten Tomatoes, the film has an approval rating of 20% based on 70 reviews, whilst with an average rating of 4.310. The critics' consensus on the website reads, "Ground control to Major Tom, Stardust did not put its helmet on." And not surprising, the box office for this movie was $9,087. Not really too good for a biopic movie. No, not really. As an actor, Bowie crafted a diverse and underrated filmography that saw him work with some of the world's most respected auteurs, whatever that word means. But for someone who had such a special relationship with cinema, Bowie never wanted a biopic to be made of his life.
Under pressure.
I think my only pro for the movies at the beginning isn't too bad, and they actually got David's eyes right, but Elliot Roberts mentioned that the actor playing him is a bit older than the original David Bowie when he became Ziggy Stardust, so now we can actually get into the cons of the movie. So, after saying everything about the movie, let me tell you exactly why I didn't like the movie. Let's start listing all of the cons I have with the movie. I really don't like how David looks, and no offense to the actor, I mean, I'm sure he's trying his best, but nah, man, nah. And I'm literally watching it right now as I'm doing this video, so that's even worse, alright? That's even worse. I've been noticing these weird cuts from David being at the airport and then him, like, doing other things, and I'm still in the beginning of the movie, by the way, where I'm 11 minutes into this, and I don't know, man. I don't think I could say anything else. I feel like I don't even want to watch the rest of the movie anymore. That's how bad this feels to me. So that was my video on Stardust, and fun fact, it was very hard to find this movie on a streaming service that I could afford, so I had to do some, you know, stuff. Anyways, yeah, this really isn't a good movie, and literally my next video is going to be about the new upcoming Elvis Presley biopic, so stay tuned for that. I need to tell you something before I fade away. 98.2% of you watch my videos but aren't subscribed. If you don't subscribe, I'm gonna fade away. Oh no, it's happening.
Like a blind man, stand on the fence, but it don't work. Keep coming up with love, but it's so trash and so